The DC universe has completely failed and is currently dead. I am afraid there is no other words to describe this situation. If I have to summarize the journey of DC movies since 2017 with the help of a picture, this would be that picture. This picture summarizes everything wrong that has been going on with DC since 2017. I still cannot imagine how Warner Brothers could manage to ruin one of the most iconic franchise in pop culture history. When people talk and discuss about DC movies, some of the most common words that come up are reboot, Henry Cavill, hashtags and Snyderverse. And this is not a good sign because as a hardcore fan of the DC franchise, you want fans to discuss about what is going on within the actual fictional world of the DC universe. But the bigger drama and the bigger topic of discussion seems to exist not within their cinematic universe, but it seems to be taking place within Warner Brothers headquarters. The worst part of this whole situation is that the worst victims of this whole mess are arguably the two most popular fictional characters in the world, Batman and Superman. Before I go further, I just want to make a quick humble request to all of you my friends to subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. It truly is my only motivation to continue making more such awesome videos for you. Now, let us come back to our main topic again. Let us go back to the time when the Dark Knight trilogy ended and Batman vs. Superman was announced, and it was supposed to introduce us to a new Batman to be played by Ben Affleck. Initially, I was very sad to know that Christian Bale was no longer going to be Batman. But then I realized that change is necessary. Michael Keaton was the Batman of my childhood, Christian Bale the Batman of my teenage years, and Ben Affleck was going to be the Batman of the next phase of my life. And he would be playing this character for a long period of time. And then, it started hitting me that this version of Batman would interact with other members of Justice League and will be fighting aliens and metahumans. Yes, when I began to realize these things, this was kind of my reaction. The childhood fan inside me started dancing like Bully Maguire. After watching BVS, I personally felt like someone took the Dark Knight Returns comic book and took the Batman out of it from one of the pages and placed him into the real world. That is how comic accurate I felt Ben Affleck's Batman really was. I was preparing myself to embrace him as the Batman of our new generation, and I could not be more excited. My excitement only grew further when I got to know that we would be getting a Justice League movie the next year. This was a dream come true for me, and it gave me the same feeling which Marvel fans got when they saw Tobey Maguire return through that portal in Spider-Man No Way Home. And I will be totally honest with you. I actually loved the 2017 Justice League movie. It was a bad movie, no doubt. But it still was the first live-action Justice League movie. And the characters were still awesome. I never thought I would see Batman interact with the actual characters from the Justice League in live action. This movie was like a dream unfolding right in front of my very eyes. I did not care about the negative reviews and all that stuff. I was totally ready and excited to see the future of this franchise. But little did I know that this movie was the beginning of the end for the DC universe. After that movie, Ben Affleck's Batman totally vanished from the DCEU. There was no mention of him or any Easter eggs or anything to even suggest that he exists within the universe. He vanished just like The Undertaker does in the WWE ring. And then, one fine day, I got to know that he is no longer Batman. I just could not believe it. I mean, we were just getting started on his journey as the new Dark Knight. And then we get to know that Robert Pattinson is now the new Batman. I initially thought this was a big joke or something. I mean, how could this guy be our new Batman? How could this guy from the Twilight movies replace this iconic version of the Caped Crusader? But I learned to accept this reality. I realized that Ben Affleck might have some personal issues because of which he was unable to continue as our Batman of the DCEU. I just began to accept Robert Pattinson, the Twilight guy, as our new Batman just when I realized that his version of Batman was not even part of the DCEU. He would be playing an Elseworlds version of the character. Then I thought, what was even the point of this? This was just an unnecessary movie which we did not need at this point of time for the sake of the character of Batman. There is no denying the fact that Matt Reeves' The Batman turned out to be a masterpiece, and I was completely wrong about Robert Pattinson's ability to play a decent Batman. But I still to this day feel that this masterpiece of a movie was just not needed at the moment. I wanted all the focus on the DCEU, and I wanted to see it become a great cinematic universe just like the MCU. We had enough Batman movies up until this point. We did not require another grounded real-world Batman trilogy similar to The Dark Knight. And then the worst thing happened. 70-year-old Michael Keaton was reportedly confirmed to replace Ben Affleck as Batman in the DCEU. This felt like a slap in the face to the Batman fan inside me. I mean, no disrespect to Michael Keaton, and there is no denying the fact that he is the one who started it all. He is the one who brought out the dark nature of Batman for the first time. But, there was no way I was going to accept him as our new Dark Knight. And just like all the previous plans of Warner Brothers, this too was cancelled, and we got the official confirmation a couple of months back that the DCEU is being scrapped. We would have a new universe in place headed by James Gunn. Which means, we would be getting another Batman. After Michael Keaton and George Clooney's cameo in The Flash, we can officially say that we got 4 different Batman in the span of just 2 years. I mean, at this point, I feel it would not be wrong to rename Batman as Reboot Man. The character clearly has an identity crisis at the moment, and I am being totally honest with you when I say that I have lost interest in the character to a great degree. I would not be surprised if we even get a Batman popping up in Todd Phillips' Joker universe. Just imagine having 10 different versions of Iron Man at the same time in 2012. In that case, I think Avengers Endgame would not be the highest grossing movie in the world. Would Wolverine have become such an iconic character as he is today if 5 different actors played him instead of just Hugh Jackman? I do not think so. And as I already said, Batman is not the only victim of this mess. Although Superman has not undergone 1 million reboot like Batman, he is no less of a victim. Henry Cavill's version of the character, just like Ben Affleck's Batman, was loved by people all over the world. But the studio somehow felt it would make more money to not show his face. The studio felt that making a Birds of Prey movie and a Suicide Squad movie would be more appealing than giving DC fans a sequel to Man of Steel. So, to conclude, I would just say that I have completely lost interest in the DC franchise, at least for the moment. I do not have any immediate hope for the revival of DC movies. I truly hope that James Gunn is finally able to give us a good interconnected DC universe, which I always wanted to see. So that is all I have to say in this video. What do you think about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments down below. And please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.